Now imagine drones delivering the mail. Well, Amazon and Alibaba kind of already are doing some of that. But there's one company in Singapore that might actually get there first. Miro Lu has this.
How would you feel if your mails are delivered by a drone? That could soon become reality in Singapore, where the country's National Postal Service tested its drone delivery early this month. The company known as SingPost says a drone it built with the Infocom Development Authority of Singapore carried a package containing a letter and a T-shirt on a 5-minute, 2-kilometer flight. SingPost says the experiment is the world's first of its kind.
I think what we wanted to achieve, at least from the short term, is that to test drive a end-to-end authenticated drone delivery system that is realistic for future usage. But second, the more important part of it is actually to look at our digital transformation as part of our digital transformation efforts from our declining mail revenues into a regional leader of e-commerce logistics delivery company.
The drone delivery marks a milestone in SingPost's digital transformation, but it will still be a while before you can expect your package to arrive by drone. The company said it will not start drone delivery immediately. Before that, they will still need to address issues like security and privacy, as well as economic feasibility.
These are the challenges that companies like Garuda Robotics like to tackle. The company develops robotic solutions, mostly drones, for infrastructure inspection and agricultural management. Its CEO and co-founder Mark Yon believes Singapore's Smart Nation initiative is nurturing the industry.
I think it's a wonderful time to be building a robotics company in Singapore, actually anywhere in the world, but in particular in Singapore because there's government support at the highest levels to take all these technological innovations and bring them out to commercial applications to make sure that they really impact people rather than just being something that's interesting to watch as a demonstration.
So can Singapore beat the US to commercial usage of drones? As the US companies such as Amazon.com and Google are waiting for official drone regulations from the Federal Aviation Administration, Singapore passed a law in June to regulate the use of drones. Mark says a transparent regulatory framework is the best what the industry could ask for.
Singapore always has an advantage that comes from being a very small country. So certain regulations are easier to come up with in a coherent manner. In the US, for example, they have a tremendous amount of land, they have many different interested parties, all sorts of competing needs to deal with. It's going to be harder to come up with regulations that satisfies everyone, and that's exactly the position they're in right now.
SingPost might still be in the early days of drone delivery, but with the cooperation between the public and the private, it's only a matter of time for the drone industry to take off in Singapore. Miro Lu, CCTV, Singapore.